Hey, it's you. It's good to see you. Come on in.
We have a very special cabin today from MacDuffs Soap Company.
It's a Christmas morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Polite.
And this is Elaine Stritch from Broadway's A Delicate Balance. And together we are the
Barbershop
Duet.
Duet.
Hey, it's good to see you. Come on in.
Yes.
Welcome to our Christmas episodes.
We have a very special mention for you all today.
Yes, we have a very sleepy Cavalier. She just got back from her big old walkies in the rain, so she's a little tired.
But she wanted to say hi to MacDuffs, so
She
it was
did.
okay.
They named the dog MacDuff. So this is our mention today. If you are a constant viewer, you know that for Sarah's birthday, she received an AKA custom brush and bowl. And for my birthday yesterday,
ta-da!
this is mine. I love this. So I should probably tell the story of this one. With AKA, you can ask them. You can send them custom colors. You can get their input.
You can just get a bowl or a brush, but we decided to do the whole shebang.
So I was thinking, my mom is in hospice, and I was thinking of a cool way to remember her. So there was one shopping trip when I was about 10 where we went to Mervyn's. We did this once a year, and every couple of years you could get a pair of shoes. Well, we found my Chuck Taylors, and they were this beautiful pair of blue. And I also saw this pair of magenta Chuck Taylors that my mom was looking at. She loved them, and I couldn't decide which pair I wanted. And after 20 minutes of gross deliberation, my mom looked at me and said, "Let me smooth things over with your dad. Just get them both." What?
Two shoes?
Get both pairs. And I got both pairs. And on special occasions, I mixed and matched because it was 1985. You had to. So they took the magenta from the Converse and the blue of the other pair of Converse and a little bit of the black of the sneaker and the white of the sneaker and a little bit of the silver of the grommets and even the red and blue of the Converse Chuck Taylor Star Seal is there, y'all. Oh, they just hit a home run for me, and this is just a beautiful way to remember that little time with my mama and those couple years of being the coolest kid in the 5th grade with those shoes.
So when you guys follow us and you see us using this brush and bowl, now you know why he picked those colors.
Yeah, and it just came out so beautiful. It was so fun to watch them make them on their live, and it was so fun to open it last night. So I did a little gratitude live on Instagram. You can go see I did the unboxing. So I was so happy to show y'all today. Isn't it beautiful? And you can kind of choose the shape of your brush and everything. So
we've been having too much fun just staring at it. So it's been nice to use it.
Just gorgeous, just so beyond my expectations. Just look at all
the little details. Every way you turn it is something new and fun.
So we will use this to lather our soap today. I'm so excited. And what is our soap today?
Our soap today, we have been waiting to open this, but we wanted to make sure we snuck it in right before Christmas. We have another in our cabin series. We have Christmas Cabin.
Christmas Cabin, y'all, which leaves us only one cabin short of the entire set.
I know, we're in countdown.
Oh, we are so excited to bring this one into the collection. Let's meet the soap. Okay, so this is from the sales page at MacDuffs Soap Company.
Christmas Cabin includes some of the expected notes you'd expect to see in a Christmas scent. But, like the other cabin scents, the goal is not a literal Christmas scent, and instead goes for vibe. And I don't think we can keep reading, because that gives away too much.
There is some scent notes in there.
Whoa! We're a Christmas cabin vibe.
We're toward the end of December, so we've looked at some eggnogs, and we've looked at some evergreens, and we've looked at some Santa stuff, and all from MacDuffs too.
Yes.
So, this is really cool. So a little Christmas and a little Christmas vibe, right?
Yeah, we're all about the vibe around here. So.
I'm saying this might be an awesome finale to the Christmas season. Let's unbox it.
Okay, we're getting down to this.
Is this the last soap in this box?
We have one more, I think.
Oh, it's open. Yes, you're right. Oh, you're right. There's one
they'll
more.
be coming back. But out of our box of all the MacDuff fun this season, look at those colors. That has you written all over it.
Y'all,
it's like a purpley.
These are my favorite.
And then the pink. I'll take the pink on top.
Just beautiful.
It's like a sunset, sunrise, but reflecting off the snow. My goodness! And another fun side label.
We love the side labels here at the Barbershop Duet, yo, because we're starting to stack our soaps in our cabinet, and it's a beautiful way to be able to still see what you're doing.
Oh, the little lights are on in the cabin on that label.
And let's have a grown-up conversation. Yo, I know we have a lot of summer scents that we started with, but the other day, I just grabbed Summer Cabin, and I took a big whiff. Boy, when you're in summer, you don't quite realize how much you miss it. But these cabin soaps are some of my absolute favorite because vibe is the perfect word.
It is.
When I
It
smell
really
that
takes you
summer
there.
cabin, I am standing in a meadow up in Red Bluff in July. It's amazing. And winter cabin, and
Right.
I mean, come on, it's all bananas. So I'm so excited that this is a little bit of a Christmas scent and a little bit of a vibe of Christmas.
Right, because even we
not
did
your
Haunted
traditional
Cabin,
evergreens,
which
right.
was
Well,
fall-ish.
pumpkin
but
spice, but
Yeah.
haunted. Well,
It was totally the vibe. I
it's
get it now.
amazing, and I know everybody loves these MacDuff cabins. So
Is it time? Our long-awaited.
I think it's your turn for a first impression.
I don't know if I'm ready.
I love it when Sean says it's just a vibe, because it could be a lot of things. And boy, do I love how he vibes.
His interpretation of vibe.
I know.
You know, it's kind of cool to see what the Canadian side.
Exactly what I was going to say. It's because he's not American. So
Right.
I love that these cabins, these outdoors, these herbs, these spices, they're not American.
They're
from a
really
different part of the
transportive.
world.
Like it takes you there. So let's go on a trip to a Christmas
There
cabin.
we go. Take it
Canada,
in.
baby.
Are you in the cabin?
Yeah, it's a fun woodsy kind
Oh,
of
yeah?
spice. But there's something sweeter too.
Ooh.
I don't want to say too much yet. I want to see what you get.
Okay. When do they call this Christmas Airbnb? You know?
Right.
All right, let's see. Here we go. Oh, that's rad.
Right?
That's awesome because
It
it
really
leads you down a road that you think you know where it's going, and then it goes boop, and it takes you way off to the right. I thought this was leading me into evergreens, but it's
No,
not.
not at all. You're inside the cabin.
Oh.
Sweet and spicy and savory and woodsy.
And
Yeah.
speaking of summer cabin, there is one solitary note in here, I think, of the cabin itself that is a cousin, and the
I
rest
agree,
of it.
because I kind of got a little of the haunted one, so it's definitely part of the series. It works.
What if it's the same cabin and it's just in different
Right,
seasons
different
and different
seasons.
different times?
Like I almost feel like you could be making cookies or something inside. Like earlier that day, there's just something in the aroma that's a little sweet, but
you-
then it's the spice or the woods
Right.
or something.
And you know what? I'm going to say the opposite of what I usually say right now about MacDuffs. It is not a gourmand. It's not. I don't get any out of this one. I mean, I'm sure it's a little bit there.
Right, I think that's the spice I'm getting.
But no, this is something woodsy and beautiful, a little bit cologne-y, a little
kind
bit
of-
comforting.
Does I get the word timeless? Does that? Make
Yeah,
sense?
that's
Like,
a great
I don't
way to
know
say
what
it.
era I'm in. It's kind of nice. It's just
You know, if I had to guess what the ghost of Christmas past smelled like,
oh
there you go.
yeah. But it's comforting. It's
Okay,
very.
my nose is starting to try to make sense of this.
I know.
Okay, so I smell woods, and I smell like the kind of woods where the bark is like cinnamon, like a
Yeah.
furry barked
Yes,
tree, something beautiful, and something like that. Not evergreen, not
No,
evergreen,
not
but something
the green
different.
side.
And then that is being balanced out by some kind of winter floral. Like imagine a winter flower, the flowers that grow in the snow, you all, and it does happen. It does happen. I've seen it. Little blooms, little blossoms.
I believe you.
Oh, it's just something so. I almost like see little elves, something charming and just something small that's reaching up and becoming something much bigger.
Do you get? I can't really tell if it's more on the masculine side or not. I think it really is a place.
And it's just playful. When my brain was like, is this masculine or feminine? My brain went neither. It's playful.
Right? It's literally like everyone's congregated, hanging out in their cabin, playing board games, and it's snowing outside, or
And just
like it's that vibe.
Yeah, little woodland creatures and little elves running around and stuff. That's kind of what I see in this. This is like an imaginary cabin. Whoa. Wow. And you're right, woodsy, floral, something in the middle that's kind of magic and woo-woo, that's kind of holding things together a little bit. What's the woo-woo?
Yeah, it's darker, but it's
Yeah.
not heavy,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Oh, and then the light, that winter flower is sort of balancing it out so beautifully.
Yeah.
Oh man, and comforting is the big word here, y'all. I think of all of the cabins that might bring a sense of adventure or a sense of calm or a sense of all these
Yes,
other things.
right.
This one is calming and comforting. Whoa.
Right, you're at peace knowing it's the end of the year. It's like a nice resolve to something.
Wow, something deep and something high on the scent scale. Just gorgeous.
Should we bust in that new brush and bowl of yours?
My
what wakes up here?
Set
I'm
here.
curious.
Let's try this from AKA. All right. So I was actually part of a conversation the other night online about whether you should tub load MacDuffs, and a couple brave souls actually do. It is a very soft,
I know it's not meant to, but you have to
beautiful
be smart.
soap, but it can be done. If you're a tub loader, we're
are
not
not
going to tell you
going to
no.
try, but-
But we're not going to tell you no. It can be done. All right.
Okay, let's see how that new brush and bowl goes.
Oh, your first MacDuff soap brush and bowl. This is your first MacDuff.
do
I'm
we
so
think
excited
here?
for you. Oh, I just love the
Actually,
size.
hold on a minute.
What you got?
Look at the colors.
Oh, look at that,
fitting
boy!
is that?
I think I need to do a shave of the day picture immediately.
I don't know if you
and
can tell, but
post
it's more like blues in the trees and purples. So that's like what's in your
that's
brush.
so cool.
And the pinkish is kind of the magenta.
Right.
How'd you know, Sean? That's perfect.
He's a magician already, right?
It's fun because I do have memories of us going up to Tahoe in winter and having snow around us. Like I do that trip of going to the snow
Right.
and having a cabin going on. So it does feel like, it's cold outside, but you're cozy inside somehow.
Oh, there's way more. There's way more now. Yeah, and you know what I used to love about going to the snow? If you live in California and you live kind of where it doesn't snow, because California's kind of big. If you live like near the bay and stuff, you drive up to Tahoe and you drive through Truckee, and then when you get to South Shore Lake Tahoe, right, like you climb the last couple thousand feet of elevation right at the end, right? And so right when you get to Myers, there's a pass right there where you kind of got to squeeze through, right? That's where the first big batch of snow hits everybody that's never seen snow. Right. So when you get to Myers at Lake Tahoe, there are a couple of giant open fields, and they're right there on the side of the road because hundreds of people, when they first hit the snow, what do you think the kids do? What do you think we did? That's snow! We gotta get out of the snow! So hundreds of people, when they get to Myers, there's nothing there, but they just pull over and just play in the snow. Oh, and I love that the town just like sets that up. They're like, nope, they're seeing snow for the first time. They are going to have to get over, pull over, and play in it. So we're just going to let them.
Okay, what are we getting now?
No, we don't comment on lather here at the Barbershop Duet, but
that
are
bowl
you
and
kidding
brush
me?
are friends.
Am I mixing plaster in this bowl? Because it is that gorgeous.
All right, let me get a whiff here.
Okay, ready?
Now
Are you
worked
ready?
your magic.
Are you
I don't
ready?
know. Yeah, what is that at the bottom? There's
Y'all,
something earthy, heavy.
I don't think
Not
I've ever
heavy,
smelled
but
the soap transform the way this does with the lather.
Is girthy?
Yes!
Whatever that heavy
It does.
It's not dark, but it's something that undertone is different.
Yes, and it's beautiful.
It is. It just kind of like seeps up at
What
and then
in
away.
the world? It's something uncabiny because Christmas
Yes.
does have magic to it. So I feel like Christmas and Haunted Cabin are going to have a couple little extra
Little
things in it.
secrets going on.
Right? Because you got a little scary magic and you got a little Christmas magic going. Yeah, there's Christmas magic in here. I don't know what that is.
It's very alive. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's not a dormant cabin. There are things happening inside.
And there is that little edge of outside. There is that little edge of inside of the wood. There's that little dry.
Right, but it doesn't go
Edge.
evergreeny. It's different.
Right. And you're right. Do you smell anything traditionally Christmas in this? So think your gingerbreads, your eggnogs, your evergreens, that kind of stuff. I'm not catching any of it.
I got a little bit
Love
of
it.
that here, but then as soon as you lathered it, those parts disappeared.
I love he started over with Christmas and went for a vibe.
Right?
That's
okay,
this.
speaking of vibes.
Whoa, yeah.
Do we give in and see what he has listed for his vibe here?
I can't wait to see what's in this. All right, here we go. Okay, this is from the rest of the sales page. It's warm, buttery.
Oh.
Yeah! A touch.
A touch, very
It's not
faint.
butter forward.
No.
But there's a touch. And inviting, thanks to cashmere
Oh.
and cocoa butter. That sounds like a comedy team. Cashmere and... Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Cashmere and cocoa butter.
Yeah, maybe that's what we didn't know what it was. We just knew it was
Gorgeous.
something different. Okay, and then
Wow. But then it goes...
slightly spicy under
Yes.
the union of cardamom,
Yep.
allspice,
Allspice and
nutmeg, and cinnamon.
Whoa!
I thought I was getting spices. Okay, smell here.
I get a very light, but definitely there's cinnamon.
I get it a little more here.
Nice. Like
Very
not so
faint.
much where you catch it as cinnamon, but just to bring everything else together.
Right, I actually get a little more of the nutmeg side.
Oh, I see what I'm getting here. Okay, all wrapped together under a complex base of cedarwood, patchouli. Okay, here we go. Musk, santal.
That's a new one. And this is what it was. Keep going.
And a hint of oud. There's
what it
oud
is.
in here,
I
y'all.
said, I was like,
That's what
Bertie,
it is.
under something was in there.
That's that magic.
Yeah.
Because oud, for me, I love it. It's mysterious and magical, and when used in the right amounts, just elevates some of this stuff to just
But
magical
I can see how
places.
that's like the base floor, and then everything above keeps like permeating up from it.
Wow. This is fabulous. And yeah, and you know what? Something green and beautiful and inviting that's just a little bit evergreen, a little bit not, that would keep this a phenomenal winter cologne. Just a phenomenal winter cologne.
Oh, it's very clean. I don't know how it can be so clean.
You're going to get longer hugs at the Christmas party with this
Right?
one,
With
for
the list
sure.
like that. Like I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
But it is very, maybe you just got out of the shower and you're chilling in your cabin and you're all ready to
And you know
enjoy.
what? Yeah, and you know what I love? I love that it's a cabin. So this is not going to be like a perfect, like some of the scents we have smell like the lobby of the Carlisle Hotel in New York
Right,
City,
right.
right?
Very
Just
crisp,
a piss
fancy.
elegant smell, right? Well, what I love about MacDuff Cabin series, it's rustic. They are rustic.
Off-grid a little
because
bit.
they're cabins, right? Because Sean is that kind of running, jumping, outdoor, climbing trees kind of guy, right? So the rustic part of these cabins is what is so inviting.
Yeah, it
because
has
for
this
a
sense of
lot of
adventure
people,
for
right?
sure.
And for me too, those kind of, because I did not grow up in 5-star hotels. I grew up in cabins with my family, camping and tents and things. So those are the places that bring me comfort. Those are the smells that bring me comfort. Are those the rustic edges that he is so careful to keep in these cabins? And boy, howdy,
Right?
is that rusticness in here for Christmas.
Now I feel like we need to go and whiff the lineup that we have so far, all the cabins we've got. Because I think there are parts that are common in some of them.
Right.
But the way that they spin are so different
Yes.
depending on the holiday or the location or the time.
It just kind of smell like a barn dance in like colonial America with like the candles lit and the simmer pots going. Just an outdoor, indoor kind of a Christmas vibe is exactly the right
Yeah,
word for it.
cashmere and cocoa butter. It's
Wow.
definitely, that was the one little sweetness I was getting, but then something mysterious that was different.
Right. And the oud to just keep it all that magical little sparkle at the top of that. What is that intriguing fragrance?
There is a sparkle at the top, like something brightens up. And I
Yes.
thought it was going to be more of a fruit or a citrusy or something, but it's not.
Absolutely.
I almost feel like this is a little more masculine now
Oh,
that
is
I'm
it?
smelling here.
Now that we've talked
Now
rustic.
that we were going from here.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right?
But there is something in the creamy greenness of this that's not the evergreen that is gorgeously feminine.
Yeah,
when you
that
smell
this,
this.
it is there for sure. It's not too far on the masculine scale. Like
And
I would
it's
totally
not
use
cinnamon,
this.
or she would be awake. If this were cinnamon forward, she'd be like, "Excuse me, what?
What is that? Yeah.
no. Or
But-
peppermint forward, she's very big on those.
All the spices are a little tamer in this one compared to some of the other. The haunted cabin is a little more spicy.
Woo! How's he doing that rustic quality of this? It's
Right?
green, it's woody, a tiny bit musky. I guess my brain just gets a tiny little bit of dust in the air.
Right?
Kind
I
of
wonder
thing.
what the Santal thing is.
Santal. Is that related to
Or a
No, it's
wood?
not related to sandalwood. Santal. No, Santal. Always so mysterious and intriguing, these MacDuff scents. I wonder if this cabin has a basement, because we need to go a little deeper. Just the balance. I love it when it's two things, when it's dirty and clean, pulling against each other.
but
When it's
it's-
classic and when it's contemporary, when it's rustic and it's classy. Like, wow, this is all of those
I
things.
think, honestly, adding the oud and stuff at the bottom that made it
Yeah.
heavier, it makes the rest of it seem cleaner and brighter. Like the lighter woods, the buttery side of it, like all the spices really pop out in a different way.
Right. I don't know if you can hear that lather, y'all, but that is the sound of a happy lather and a happy shaver. Yeah, I don't know. Did I ever travel for Christmas? I don't know. Did you ever travel for Christmas?
Not on Christmas, but we did go, like when we went up to Tahoe, it was more towards February. Is that President's Day weekend?
Yeah, right.
Something around there. But then there was a lot more snow by the time we got up there. So that was kind of what we...
Right. My grandfather who had that farm in Stockton,
Right.
California. So I would get kind of a rustic Christmas
That's
when it was
true,
his
yeah.
turn, because it was a 150-year-old ranch house that had never been touched. I mean, never been touched. So like
Right.
it was
You
like
can smell the age
living
in
those
there.
farmhouse days where you'd wake up freezing cold with the magpies outside just waking you up like crazy, right? Oh, so I do have those like waking up on a farm Christmas
In the
memories.
crisp mornings.
And there
yeah.
was once There was one Christmas. Remember that grapefruit tree when we were talking about Vincent? That one episode?
Yes.
Okay. So this tree was and this tree produced the worst grapefruits imaginable. And this tree, one Christmas at 3 a.m. when it was kind of rainy and kind of mean outside, and I was already scared because the ranch was like,
well spoken.
It would take half an hour for the cops to get there if something went wrong. You know what I mean?
Off-grid, for sure.
And sometimes there'd been some people out there, some people that had tried to like break in sometimes. So I mean, a little scared being out there. Well, the grapefruit tree decided at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning to let loose one of its giant grapefruits from the top branches, and it hit the tin roof that was above the sun porch where I was sleeping.
And you flew out of bed.
I think I'm still peeing from that experience. Oh my God. Because it sounded, when it wakes you up, you think it's a shotgun.
Right.
Because it's just this like, boom. Right? So that was my Christmas cabin memory.
Yeah, that's a little different than what this smells
luckily,
like.
there's no grapefruit in here. Yeah.
No, it smells wonderful.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, it's not that hard. All you have to do is find a nice little plot of land up in Canada somewhere beautiful where you can see the Aurora Borealis, and then just start cutting down trees. Remember your old Lincoln log days. All you have to do is cut the notches in the right place and they'll fit right together. And just about the time you're putting that last log on the roof, it's going to be the end of December. You're going to smell those beautiful musks. You're going to smell those beautiful woods. You're going to smell that beautiful oud. And guess what? You just built your own! So, head over to MacDuffsSoapCompany.com to find this and a bunch of other cool stuff. One of my favorite Christmas scents as the dust settled, because there's no evergreen, there's no eggnog, there's no candy cane, there's no anything that's traditionally Christmas. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. As if when you got to your family's cabin on Christmas. That's what it smelled like. Hey, Sean, another home run with the Cabin series, and boy, do we love that feeling of comforted rustic nostalgia that they bring. And the lather. Y'all, it is just rocketed to the top of my F-word list. This lather is one of my favorites, and it just keeps surprising me every time with how good it is. You know what that kind of stuff is like. Hey, Sean MacDuff, have a fantastic Christmas, and thank you, my friends. Welcome to Messages.
So Rod and Mandy from Sterling sent us a full set of sweet pecan for a giveaway.
You're a giveaway for y'all.
Yes, and we've had people sending in their emails to get on the list.
Yes, thank you for following the rules for our giveaways. Now, that way we can get back to you. We know who you are. You have to not only be a subscriber here to the Barbershop Duet on YouTube, but send us an email to WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com and mention the giveaway. That way you're entered in our list here.
So these people are the ones
it is time. Let us roll our magical dice, and it is a 10. Oh, sorry, no.
19.
It was a 19. There was a clear on it.
3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
19. Tom Beaton.
Tom Beaton! Hey, buddy, congratulations! You have won a set of Sweet Pecan from Sterling Soap Company.
We will be
Compliments
reaching out
of
to
Rod
you.
and Mandy and the Barbershop Duet. This episode will air this weekend, but we're going to reach out right now on Instagram. Congratulations, my friend. And as the last day of our Christmas episodes, we wanted to let you know about something we got going on tonight.
Tonight, we have the man himself coming to our Instagram Live.
Santa, we know him. I worked for a children's theater company for 15 years. I got to know him very well, and he will be in our barbershop tonight. And he's going to be asking what you want for Christmas, and you can log in with your family and ask him anything you might want to know. What a lucky opportunity.
Yeah, questions with Santa.
Yeah, so you can sign up for a 5-minute slot on our Instagram. The link is in our description, and we hope to see you there for a Santa party.
How fun is that?
2 more. We got Winter Cabin in the box already coming at you in January, and then we have Spring Cabin, which I hope is coming back this spring, and we'll have them all. It'll be like our own little timeshare company.
They're going to need their own shelf.
Cabins, right?
They'll need their own shelf
They
of all the
already
cabins.
have their own little place of honor in our cabinet. Oh, this is so awesome. Hey, Sean. Sean, we love that when it came to a Christmas scent, you decided just to start over. We're going to do something different, folks. We're going to start with different scents. We're going to start with different places to still bring you that whimsical scent.
This is a Christmas cabin I would love to adventure to somewhere
100%.
off the grid, wherever that may be.
We'll have to have a Christmas in Canada someday, right? As And now in the shaving community.
Now we got lots of
One of
friends.
these days, I bet you will end up there at the Yuletide
We just
season.
might. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.